Hi guys, I'm Dr. Shravdi Sandhya and I'm from Visakhapatnam and I'm a chief consultant dermatologist at Aura Skin and Hair Clinic. So today I'm here to answer about your queries about acne. So let's start off the sessions. You can ask me a couple of questions about acne and I'll be able to answer you. I have a couple of questions which have been inboxed. So meanwhile, I can answer you those questions. So the first question is, what causes acne? There are a number of factors which can cause acne. So there are genetic factors, there are hormonal factors, and there are environmental factors. So your genetics play an important role why you can develop acne. And also an important thing is your hormonal profile. It is always very common for teenagers to develop acne because there will be a lot of hormonal fluctuations during that age group. But intake of excessive high glycemic index diet can cause acne and it can trigger acne. And coming to a proper thing, there is epidermal hyperproliferation, what we call. Epidermal hyperproliferation is nothing but there is increase in the number of skin cells, and also there is excessive sebum production. So these two are mainly hormone regulated. And we also have something called as Propionibacterium acne. So whenever there is blockage of this oil gland, there will be growth of this particular bacteria, and there is also going to be some amount of inflammation. So all these can cause acne. And the next question is, how can I treat forehead acne? So your forehead acne, again, forehead acne forehead is one of the area where it is rich in your oil glands. Your forehead, then front of your chest, then sides of your arms, and then your back, also we call as truncal acne. So these are the areas, especially face, they're very rich in oil glands. So any of these areas can get affected, and all these areas can block, you can have blockage of the oil glands, whatever I've said earlier. So forehead acne, depending, see, even acne, we can grade the acne into grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. There are 4 grades in acne. In your grade 1, you just have comedones, what we call them. Then your grade 2, you have some amount of papules, and then you can also have comedones. Then in grade 3, you have pustules and papules. So this is all little Greek and Latin. But on the whole, we'll have to see what kind of acne you have. So with the help of your dermatologist, you can go to a dermatologist, and they can diagnose what kind of acne you have, and based on that particular acne, we'll be able to treat you. Next, truncal acne. So what can cause truncal acne? Truncal acne is another, as I said, like trunk is another area of the body which is rich in oil glands. So in further truncal acne, we again see whether it is actually acne or there's another condition called as malassezia folliculitis. So we'll have to differentiate between those both. So once you go to your dermatologist, they'll be able to differentiate and help you out. So once we come to a diagnosis that this is acne, we are going to put you on treatment. We'll with topicals and also systemically. Topicals, either we can combine with benzyl peroxide, and there's a particular component, there's one product which has little sulfur in it. Actually, it works really well. So there's a proper medication for it. And then we can put you on antibacterial. So this is going to help, and also your body washes which contain salicylic acid can be quite helpful for your truncal acne. Okay, and then a common and next question: is tea tree oil is tea tree oil helpful in acne? So actually tea tree oil it has anti-inflammatory and antibiotic action, but I see a lot of people, like, they apply tea tree oil directly, but tea tree oil, when you apply directly, it's going to cause very bad irritant contact dermatitis. Of course, not most of y'all can have that irritation, but you can end up with very bad irritation if you're a first timer and if you're trying to use it. So make sure you test it, and also you have to dilute it a lot, like, just 1 drop of tea tree oil, you'll have to dilute it in a big jar of water. But I personally don't recommend direct application of tea tree oil. You can always use when it's combined with a moisturizer, or you can also use it with with couple of serums and all that. Okay, I see a question. Ma'am, can you suggest me what should I do for my back arm acne? Back and arms. So okay, fine. So that's body acne. As I said earlier, back and arm acne, these are truncal acne. What we can use topical medication for it. Initially you can start off with topical medication, so you can use combination of benzyl peroxide, and you can also use clindamycin gel for it. But on the whole, oral medications play a major role in your back acne. So oral antibiotics, we can prescribe you oral antibiotics. That's quite helpful. And also body wash with salicylic acid is very helpful. That's I hope I got your answer. So my next question is olive oil useful to use? Okay, if you do not have acne, you can apply olive oil, but if you have acne prone skin, rubbing or massaging your skin with any form of oil is going to have you're going to have a bad flare up. So make sure, if you have a normal skin and if you've been using it for some time, then it's fine, but I personally don't recommend any form of oil application to face in acne. So okay, hi, good evening, ma'am. Tirupati Rao Ganta. Okay, what are some home remedies for acne? Okay, I see a lot of people using toothpaste for acne. Then I see, as I said earlier, aloe vera gel, direct application of aloe vera gel. Then I see tea tree oil application. So I don't personally recommend direct application of any of these products, but you can use natural products you can combine it with a moisturizer and use. Aloe vera gel is very useful. It has antibiotic and anti-inflammatory properties, and you can also use tea tree oil moisturizer, as I said, that also has antibiotic and anti-inflammatory properties. And Indians, we use a lot of turmeric, so rather than using it topically, you can drink turmeric with milk. But although dairy products, make sure you're not prone to develop acne with any form of dairy products. And you can also take oral zinc. Zinc is very good. You can have food which is rich in zinc. That is beans, legumes, sprout, and if you are a non-vegetarian, you can have all forms of meats. Then oysters are rich in zinc, so you can have them, and these are some of the natural remedies. Again, I see Manikanta. Any exercise is required for reducing acne? Yeah, as I said, acne is hormone related. It is very, very important to have a good lifestyle for acne. So make sure you exercise. You have to keep your weight on a normal, low level. Make sure at least your BMI should be good, at least between 23 to 25. then if you have a good lifestyle with regular exercise, any form of exercise is good. You can go for a walk, okay, you can go for yoga, and if you're not the kind to go to a gym, you can just do some dance, or any form of activity is good. So that is going to control your hormones, and you will not develop many acne. Yeah, I think I've just answered this question about Neeru, about aloe vera and your acne. So as I said, you can use aloe vera and tea tree oil. All these you can combine with a moisturizer. You can try. But I always suggest you to go to a dermatologist first and then use it. Don't apply anything directly onto your face. This can cause a very bad acne. Okay, just like okay, Savera Shah, just like there is chocolate also associated with acne. Okay, so in chocolate, we have different forms of acne. Sorry, as I said, different form of chocolate. There's milk chocolate, there's dark chocolate, there's white chocolate. Dark chocolate has antioxidants, so little bit of, like, one small cube of dark chocolate is good. It is useful as an antioxidant, but you cannot have like a whole bar or milk based chocolates. So try to avoid that and just have one small thing every day. You can have a small block of dark chocolate. That is quite helpful. Sri Ramamurthy, what will you use for tanning? Okay, so since our topic is about acne today, I'll try to stick to acne. You can mail me or text me for other queries other than acne. Okay. Next. So I have questions about tanning, and then I have questions about skin itching and fungal infection. Since we're not talking about those, can we just stick to acne today, please? Ma'am, how to stop a lot of growth of facial hairs? Although, okay, facial hairs is not a topic today, but since it's slightly related to acne, I'm going to talk. So again, facial hair is mainly hormone regulated thing. People can develop acne. You can develop facial hair, and you can develop hair loss, that's balding, and if you have all these symptoms with neck pigmentation, if you have all these symptoms associated, that means there is a lot of hormonal changes happening in your body, and it is very important for you to go get it checked with your dermatologist, or you can also go to an endocrinologist. They'll help you. Okay. Acne hole on face, I'm sorry, I don't get that. Saumalya, could you just be more specific? What do you want to know about acne? Okay, if you have acne on your whole face, right, as I said, so make sure what kind of acne you have. If you are having like a comedonal acne, or if you're having like blackheads or whiteheads, we go for retinol based creams. If you have skin lesions like bumps, like we also call as papules or pustules, we combine topical, that is, we combine a topical antibiotic, and we also combine an anti-inflammatory like a benzyl peroxide. And also retinol is quite helpful topically. So we use combination of creams depending on what kind of acne you have, and if it's necessary, we'll put you on oral medication. Okay, ma'am, can you please present your program in Hindi for all rural area patients? I'm really sorry, I'm very bad at Hindi. I am a Telugu person, so I can speak in Telugu, but I'm very bad at Hindi. But I'll, if you have any queries, just put me. I'll take someone's help and I can answer you those questions. Okay, while we wait okay. Ma'am, I have not used, this is Chandrasekhar. Ma'am, I have not used any medicine during my adulthood for acne. Now I have to use so many medications for my son for acne. Why there is a change? Anything related to diet, climate, lifestyle? please. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. See, as a acne is a very common problem. Like almost 50% of teenage group go through it, especially now because they eat lot of junk and they eat. We give them lot of high glycemic diet. High glycemic diet is white sugar, white bread, white rice. Everything which is white is bad actually. Um, and they eat pizzas, there's a lot of burgers and a lot of junk and high oil content. Earlier the diet was actually good, you know. We used to eat, I mean, although we would eat white rice and all, there was limited quantity and the kind of oils and everything which we use is very limited, and we used to eat natural food. But now since there's a lot of this junk involved, and the kind of acne which we're seeing is also bad. If there's grade 1 and grade 2 acne, generally I don't prescribe for most of my patients. I just counsel them and I send them and I just give them little topical medication. But if they have very big cystic acne kind of a thing, they can leave bad scars. That's when you need to, you know, treat your son. If it is just basic acne, you don't have to put them on so many medications. Okay, I hope I've answered you, Chandrasekhar. And Suhani Jadhav. Okay, so acne, pores and dark signs. Suggest some better advice for that. Acne, pores and okay, you mean to say open pores on your face and developing pigmentation after your acne. So that is what I'm trying to think, Suhani Jadhav. If I'm wrong, you can just put another question. Okay, so acne, pores and dark signs. See, first of all, what the open pores, what we see on the skin on your face is called as seborrhea. That is because of opening of the sebaceous glands. The pores are open onto the skin. It is little difficult to treat that, but you can use salicylic acid based face washes. That's quite helpful. And also for your pigmentation, we can treat with anti-pigmentation creams, and if that's not helpful, you can go for procedure basis. You can go for chemical peels or you can go for Q-switch laser. There are different options for it. Okay. Okay, next question. Good evening, ma'am. Myself, I am having dark brown spots which resemble like moles over cheeks. Please suggest. Since the topic is about acne, can we just stick to acne today? I can answer you can just mail me or leave your questions if they're not related to acne, and I can answer you later. While so Rajiv Shah Mehta, okay, while wearing mask, there are small acne and white balls spreading. Can you suggest remedy for oily skin acne, and what should be the daily sunscreen for oily skin? Okay. So if you have oily skin and what kind of skin routine you have to use? So for oily skin, make sure you can use a salicylic acid based face washes, and when it comes to topical application, for your sunscreen, you can go for a gel based sunscreen. So gel based sunscreen is going to keep your skin dry. Okay, then you can go for a mild moisturizer. Your moisturizer can be lotion form. So lotion forms are much more milder than cream based. So you can use a lotion based moisturizer for your night cream. And I don't know what is your age, but if you're about 30, you can start using a retinol and hyaluronic acid based cream as your night cream. And if you're younger, you can just use a plain vitamin C serum. That's quite helpful for your night. And in the morning, you can start using a sunscreen which is a gel based. Okay, Neeru T, can we remove spots by coconut oil? No, not really. Coconut oil is not helpful to remove any kind of spots. You can use the plain coconut oil for your body. I wouldn't suggest onto your face, but only coconut oil is going to is helpful only as a moisturizer, but it doesn't remove any form of pigment. Okay. Next, ma'am, my brother and me have a problem of developing acne on our ear lobes. These are painful too. What can we do? Yeah. So developing acne on earlobes can be quite helpful, can be quite painful because the skin is taut there. So it is quite helpful, but make sure, but get it checked again. See if it's acne or if there are any other lesions. You can go for topical based antibacterial creams like clindamycin, and you can go for anti-inflammatory cream which is benzyl peroxide as your night cream, and you can also combine with retinol. So that's your answer, Palesh. Next, Amir Gupta, how to get rid of stretch marks on stomach? Since the topic is about acne, I'm going to answer only about acne. You can mail me your questions about stretch marks. I can reply to you. What causes acne? So acne is caused by number of. Before we started this session, I spoke to you all about what causes acne. Some of the common things which I'm going to tell you is, see, make sure you have a good lifestyle. You know, like. Drink lots of water, eat antioxidant rich food, then go for regular exercise. This makes a lot of difference. And have diet which is rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, and also food which is rich in zinc. So all this is quite helpful. So start changing your lifestyle as such. If it is just grade 1 and grade 2 acne, you can just manage with a good diet. But if you have very bad acne, that's when you will need treatment. Then there is epidermal hyperproliferation. All this I've explained earlier, but yeah, these are some of the repeating. So there is increased production of the skin cells, and there is increased production of the oil, which is hormone related. Then there's also growth of propionibacterium, and there is inflammation. All this can cause acne. And for females, who are above 30 and above, if you're developing acne, make sure you go through your cosmetics, because a lot of times cosmetics can cause acne if you're 30 and above. So that's about Nagella Danu. And next question is Rajiv Shah Mehta, what application for acne, which brand, any particular? Okay. Yeah, so you're 35-year-old and your acne. I would first like to see your picture, and I would like to know what kind of acne you have, whether you have comedonal acne or whether you have pustular acne, and based on that I'd like to put you on treatment. Ma'am, how to remove black spots? So for your black spots on your face which you develop because of acne, see, it's very important to use a sunscreen. So if your doctor starts prescribing you a cream for acne in the morning and in the night, use that in the morning for about an hour, then wash off your face and then use a good sunscreen which is gel based. So sunscreen is very important for you not to develop any form of pigmentation for acne. So you should always go for a non-comedogenic form of sunscreen and a moisturizer. And if you're for females, when you apply cosmetics, make sure you go for a non-comedogenic foundations and other forms. So these black spots we can usage of sunscreen is one thing, and we also give anti-pigmented creams. Anti-pigment creams can be used in the night, like we give kojic acid, then we give vitamin C serum. Then there are a combination of products which are useful as night creams. And hydroquinone is again an important product, but I don't like to say some of the components, because please don't go to over the counter and just buy up hydroquinone and start using onto your face. Always use it under the supervision of doctor, because usage of hydroquinone continuously, you can develop pigmentation because of hydroquinone if you start using it without any supervision. So make sure go to a doctor and take a prescription and see for how many days you can use. That's what your doctor is going to advise for the number of days and usage of the cream. Thank you, Sachin. Nice English talk. Okay, then Rajesh Kumar, good evening, ma'am. Which type of moisturizer should we use in acne? So always go for a when you buy your products, check for non-comedogenic acne. There are some brands which I use, but I don't like to use a particular brand on an open platform. But if you're buying offline, just check for non-comedogenic form of creams. And don't go for heavy creams, always go for a light creams. Go for like a lighter moisturizer, and ceramides should also be there in your moisturizer. So a good moisturizer should contain ceramide, since with your acne, lot of times we put you on retinol based creams, or also we also put you on oral retinoids. So when we put these retinol based creams, your skin tends to dry up. So make sure you always use a moisturizer and go for a non-comedogenic one. Neeruri, thanks a lot, ma'am. All my queries have sorted today. Okay, thank you so much. Rajiv Sharma, yeah, sure, I will share my email ID. Next, ma'am, can you suggest me a good medicine for oily skin? Lakshman Kumar. A good medicine for oily skin. If you have oily skin, you're actually lucky. You don't get old faster. Your skin is going to be healthy and you're going to look young for a longer period. But if you're having excessive acne, and if you're developing, if there's excessive oil, and if you're developing acne because of your oily skin, start using lighter creams, like as I said, lotions and gel based creams. And you can wash you can use salicylic or lactic acid based face washes. All this will help you in controlling your acne. Sudhanshu Nayak, doctor, can you kindly suggest any home remedies for acne? Okay. So first is diet, as I think I've told in my previous talk. Diet which is rich in zinc, that is your legumes, beans, sprouts. Then you can have walnuts. Then if you're a non-vegetarian, you can start taking meat. All forms of meats are rich in zinc. So zinc is quite helpful, and also food which is rich in vitamin A and C. Your vitamin A rich food is your dairy products like cheese and milk have a lot of vitamin A, and all forms of orange and red colored fruits and vegetables. So that is your carrots, beetroots. Then sweet potato is rich in vitamin A again. Then you can also start eating liver if you're a non-vegetarian. So all this, I don't want you to use topical home-based remedies, because you can develop irritation, like aloe vera or tea tree oil. You can use a moisturizer based tea tree oil or a aloe vera based gels. So that's quite helpful. So Priyashri, ma'am, I'm developing wrinkles down my eyes. What can I do to reduce it? And also my skin near eye is too thin. Priyashri, since we're discussing only about acne, I'd like to stick to my topic. But you can mail me. I'll try and help you in answering your questions. So you can search for Dr. Shravani Sandhya, Vishakhapatnam. I'm available on Google. You can mail me, you can message me on Google, and I'll be able to help you. And yeah, my clinic is Aura Skin and Hair Clinic. You can all mail me and I'll be able to help you if they're not related to acne. Okay, Tirupati Rao Ganta. Ma'am, I've heard greasy food like pizza can make me break out. Is this true? Can what I eat can cause breakouts? Okay, yes. Food like pizza, yes. Pizza is made of white bread, and all forms of white, as I said, white bread, white rice, lots of oil. These are all high glycemic index food like white sugar. So all this will increase your sudden surge of insulin. So this is the reason why you can develop acne, and if you're prone for it. So make sure you eat lots of vegetables and fruits. So if you're eating a pizza, stick to one slice of pizza. Increase your vegetable content on your pizza slice. Make sure you can actually bake at home. It's quite easy. So put lots of vegetables and little bit of cheese. So I think that should take care of your craving for pizza. So I think we are almost 6:30, but I'll just answer I'll take another 10 minutes, and I'll just answer a couple of questions. Okay, I have oily skin. What should I do? What should I be as a skincare routine for oily skin? I've already told earlier, use a gel-based sunscreen in the morning, and use a face wash which has salicylic acid or lactic acid based face wash. And for your night cream, you can go either for a serum, or if you're a little older, about 30, you can use retinol and hyaluronic acid based creams. Hello ma'am, once I get tan, I try my best to remove it, but it's very difficult. What should I do? So Minita Durga Kashyap, since our topic is about acne, I'm going to try and stick to topic today, but you can just mail me. I'm available on Google. Just look for my name, Dr. Shravani Sandhya. I'm from Vishakhapatnam, Aura Skin and Hair Clinic. I'll try and help you out. If you mail me, I'll be able to answer you those questions. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up my session since we're out of questions. Thank you so much, viewers, for asking all the queries. And if you have any more questions, you can mail me. My mail ID is sravshrav.bellam@gmail.com, or you can also look me up on Google, Dr. Shravani Sandhya B. And my clinic name is Aura Skin and Hair Clinic. You can start looking up online, and you can mail me those questions. I'll be able to help you. Bye.